front. Tony's listening to us from Japan. I'm starting to get a Rocky IV vibe about this match. Rafa as Rocky and Medvedev as Drago.
Is four.
Like, am I crazy?
Nope.
Nope. On the ball there. Sharrington, sorry, can I start that again?
Yes, please.
Oh, Lord. Shaz from Somerton Park in South Australia. I'm making the early call here at nigh on midnight. Best AO ever.
Oh, that's
Best
a big
ever
call.
coverage by AO
This is
Radio.
Peter, by the way, that has joined me.
Hello, Jill. If you don't know me by now after 16 years, you'll never know me. Hey, I want to pose you a question, Kate Kearns. Who's going to win this match?
Nadal.
Okay.
You know, I did say Medvedev earlier.
I was just going to ask you that.
I did.
I
thought him
changed.
I actually thought in four, but I don't know now. I just feel that Nadal's got all the momentum.
One question for our crack One question for our crack research team. If he does win Nadal, when was the last time an Australian Open final was won by a player who came from 2 sets to love down? Go on, AO family, AO research team. Let's see if we can find out what's going on. Anyway, we're still waiting for the players to arrive back out on court. So, Kate, you may as well keep rolling with the messages.
Juliana is listening to us from Belgium. Glad to have found you guys. Such a passionate match of titans, I'll say. So glad that it's going to a fifth. And Heather is listening to us in Lincoln, in England. Wow, is all she said. Go Rafa. Little smiley face.
Wow is right. Chris and I said wow at the same time, too, I think, in the middle of that fourth.
Also looking at the longest match, I'm sure Karatsev-Munar is still the top. Let me have a look here on my screen. Yes, it is. 4 hours and 52 minutes. Korda and Mute, 4 hours 47 minutes. Medvedev and Auger-Aliassime, 4 hours 42 minutes. We are currently at 4 hours and 17 minutes. I suspect this will go into longest match territory.
Well, Ella is listening to us from Melbourne, and she's at a hotel reception. She finishes at 2 a.m, so she's hoping that the match will last that long.
No.
I don't know if it'll last that long.
No, we
but
have a finite
know.
amount of time, of course, because we have the tie break if we need to get there, and it's first to 10
I mean,
with a margin of 2.
The second set, I think, was like 86 minutes or something like that, so that's not too far off.
Nadal's arriving back out on court. He jogs out. Medvedev having to go to the change rooms over the other side of the court. He won't be too far away from arriving back out on court too. We'll be able to get this one underway. Are you of the Medvedev opinion still, Jill?
I have to stick with him. I mean, I have to back him. I said him from the beginning.
You don't have to.
I mean,
it's
I'm not.
a free country and all, you know.
It's very, obviously, I think it's 50-50.
Yeah. Yep. Kate, there's some more messages maybe while we've got the opportunity. We might just get through some because it might be tense, this final set.
Pav is listening to us from Melbourne. He's a regular listener, but I think this is the first time Pav has written to us.
Okay, well, welcome. Don't be a stranger.
He says that he'll have the Australian Open blues for sure. Thanks for the memories and keeping me company.
We all will.
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks to all our listeners all around the world. Kate, you and I are the old stages of this. We never get tired of getting messages from people and hearing the different parts of the world that our radio coverage goes, do we?
And no, and we've had a really good mix tonight, which has been heartening. Now, if you are going to send a message, of course, make sure name, country, temperature. Any other rules?
Dew point. AO radio at tennis.com.au. AO radio at tennis.com.au is the email address. ausopen.com/AO radio. Fill out the Ask the Booth form as Medvedev is going to arrive back out here on court. Maybe one more message, Kate, before we get this final set underway.
One from Marcella, who is listening from the US. Been up since 12:30 midnight. I don't know how that, what name, how's that work out, Jill?
I know that, I'm not sure. That doesn't, well, he could have been listening for a long time maybe already.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe
the match if he's in California.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Drew is saying, following this crazy match, listening to you guys in sunny Pocahontas.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. He is beautiful as well. It is 6 after midnight. The third Monday of the Australian Open. The men's singles championship will be decided by a final set. Daniel Medvedev was up 2 sets to love. Rafael Nadal has fought back. 4 hours and 20 minutes on the Rolex clock. Let's get this show on the road. The serve goes into the net from Medvedev. Beautiful. He's beautiful as well. Second serve. After midnight. As the serve goes on, it's into the net again from Medvedev, and he's furious, and understandably so. Final sets.
If you want to call out between first and second serve, I'll have security remove you. Okay?
Wow. 4 hours and 20 minutes on the clock. And fair enough too. There's Medvedev at love 15, the first serve. Down the tee, blocked back by Nadal, sits up, Medvedev, half-court ball. He goes cross forehand, picked it up, high lob from Nadal, high, and wide. And it's 15 all.
15 all.
Gotta catch my breath.
Okay.
You're looking back.
I'm just looking over. Don't, Jill, feel free to jump in.
Just had to catch my breath for a moment, Peter. Sorry.
Well, that's why we have Kate reading the emails, because she runs marathons. She can sit there too. She's going to come in at the net here. Is Medvedev cross-court up the line. He's made it again, Nadal.
That was actually a really good volley from Medvedev. That high backhand volley got quite a good angle on it, but we know how quick Nadal is, and he loves the target. Great pass.
57th winner, matching his opponent. More unforced errors off the Nadal racket, though, as the serve here out wide. An ace. Ace number 17 for the match for Medvedev.
And is Nadal still at 1? He was at 1, the ace count. What's Nadal's ace count?
Ace count,
in front of you? Two. Okay.
Two. That's 2. The serve here, way out of court. Nadal just gets it back in. Medvedev goes the other way. Nadal goes up the line again. He is reading the play.
Yeah.
He has a break point to start off this final set.
I mean, I felt like Medvedev had enough pace on that to get that by Nadal, but Nadal, his movement has increased significantly. Unbelievable to get over to that shot.
The serve down the tee, high ball from Nadal, sits up. Medvedev goes up the line this time for a winner.
It's a great serve.
Amazing serve at this stage of the match, and we are at juice.
Yeah, it's huge under pressure there to get down a break right away. I mean, that's such good serve from Medvedev.
We got a response to our question from the research department. The serve here, down the tee's another ace. Game points, opening game, final set of the final. 18th ace. As he prepares again. The serve. Down the tee. Backhand short from Nadal. Cross-court forehand from Medvedev. Nadal's there. Punch was one up the line. Now it's Medvedev playing defensive. Nadal goes with an off forehand. Medvedev's there forehand up the line. It's too big. Back to juice. So to answer the question, hello, Lou, in our research department, no one has ever come back from 2 sets down in the Open era to win the Australian Open men's singles final. The last time was Roy Emerson in 1965, knocking off Fred Stolle.
Oh, my goodness.
The serve here down the tee is a good one, another ace.
Nice serve. He's going big on the serve in this opening game, Medvedev.
The last time someone dropped the first set and then won was Novak over Rafa in 2012. There's the serve coming in now. Down the tee, the backhand of Nadal. Up the line goes Medvedev for a winner.
That's a great shot.
On the board first, in the last, here on AO Radio.
What a great response from Medvedev, being down break point, and good positive body language as well. Just his right hand just holding the racket, fist pump. Big serving in that game from Medvedev. And looking a little bit more over to his box too, getting some positive response from his coach Savara as well. I might have to stand up for a moment. I've been sitting for a while.
Okay. We'll get the pickle juice down here for Jill. The win predictor is up on my screen now. 63% Medvedev, 37% Nadal.
Wow. I'm surprised by that, actually.
It's gone back to what we had pretty much at the start of the match. It was 90-10 in favour of Medvedev midway through the fourth set.
I thought for sure it would be about 50-50. Oh, that feels good.
Personal record, he saved 12 break points tonight, Medvedev. Break points won, 5 of 18 for Medvedev, 5 of 17 for Nadal. As now we see Nadal prepare. From our commentary end, game number 2 of the final set. The serve down the tee, block back Medvedev into the net. Now what Nadal will be looking for here is a couple of easy service games just to get rolling in this final set.
Well, as soon as you said that, I was like, this 5th set, this serve is going to be so important. I mean, the amount that these guys have run around.
What's he annoyed about here?
I don't know what he's talking
Medvedev,
about.
he's pointing at his shorts. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm sure we'll find out in the wash as the serve here from Nadal. Prepares again and will deliver this ball into the net. Taking plenty of time, as per usual, on the second ball. There's the serve. Onto the forehand, and Medvedev sits up. Oh, it's a big forehand going long from Nadal. And it's 15-all.
It's a great return. Deep right in front of the baseline on that return from Medvedev, right down the center of the court.
Average rally length still at 5.79 shots. Amazing. The rallies of 9+ shots in favour of Nadal now, 37-33. It's rallies 9+ winning. The serve here from Nadal. Out wide, big forehand cross court into the net by Medvedev. And he goes to the outside of the court. It's 30-15. And no one has left this arena. It's amazing.
It's amazing. It's awesome.
Work day tomorrow in Melbourne.
I don't think so.
Maybe not for you. Maybe not for me either. There's a serve here. Onto the forehand of Medvedev, but the ball has gone long. The serve from Nadal. Second serve. Again, plenty of time. Again, the ball bouncing. As we wait for this serve to be delivered. Onto the backhand, and Medvedev plays it up the line. Cross-court backhand from Nadal. Medvedev goes up the line and long. He went long, and it's 40-15.
Yeah, tried to go huge in that point, Medvedev, right from the return. It was a great return, but tried to go so big on the forehand.
Well, listen to that atmosphere, the tension, the drama. This is what the Australian Open is all about. Major final, going the distance as the serve coming in from Nadal. And this one onto the backhand of Medvedev. It's in the juice court. Backhand and into the net by Nadal. Just played off that ball slightly.
Yep, he
and
did.
it's 40-30.
He lifted off of it a little bit on that backhand. He's been striking that backhand so well, like really going after it in that time. Just came off it slightly.
So as Nadal prepares again with game point, second game of the final set. Medvedev winning the first 2 sets, 6-2, 7-6, 6-4, 6-4. The next 2 for Nadal as the first serve goes into the net. We're getting into longest final territory as well. If the trend continues, if we have another hour-plus set. Second serve onto the off-point, up the line by Medvedev as he plays cross-court backhand Nadal. Medvedev is there. Now Medvedev will switch to a backhand, pull that into the ad court where Nadal's there with a forehand. Backhand to forehand. They're really going for it. Medvedev goes up the line. Nadal gets there. Slice cross-court. Back that way from Medvedev. Slice again. Onto the Medvedev forehand. He plays it in the ad court. Cross-court forehand by Nadal. Picked up by Medvedev into the net. Into the net. He wanted to go up the line. He put it into the net. And it's 1-game-all final set. The new Dunlops will be arriving on the scene momentarily.
Yes. And earlier in the match, it was Medvedev that was winning these longer rallies, I think just a little bit more than Nadal, and I feel like that's changed slightly as this match has gone on. Nadal just moving so well, getting behind the ball much better in these longer rallies.
So Nadal getting a new stick and will arrive back out on court. Gee, how many rackets do you reckon they've gone through tonight? Plenty.
Yeah, a lot.
He's still taking plenty of time at the back of the court. He gets ready now, he settles, and Medvedev will hold out the new Dunlop and say, hey, I got him fresh out of the can. The serve here, out wide, blocked back by Nadal. Medvedev goes cross court, coming in, going past him. Now, no, great backhand volley from Medvedev. Nadal goes up the line. That's better from Medvedev. He read it. It wasn't the prettiest of backhand volleys, but it did the job, and it's 15-love.
Yeah, he covered the right spot. It was a good job from Medvedev. I mean, the first volley just sat up a little bit, but he stayed in that point, just held his ground, covered that down the line. Good reaction.
The serve here from Medvedev to the backhand of Nadal. Sits up. Medvedev could go either side. He goes to the ad court, and Nadal's not there. It's 30-love.
Yeah, he held that forehand well, waited for Nadal to make a move inside out in that forehand. It's going to have some tension. I'm looking, this is going to be a good set.
As the serve comes in, it's almost the ace from Medvedev. He went just long. 30-love, 1-1, final set. Second serve onto the backhand. Wow, he caught his Nadal.
Oh,
that's into the umpire's
gosh.
chair. He's fine, John Blom.
Oh, my gosh.
He gives a thumbs up. That clattered into the umpire's chair, and he shakes and just waves it away.
It's a good thing he had that barrier there.
I'd like to see the replay to see where it actually hit. It's 40-love.
Yeah.
Let's see. Actually, we're not going to see it on this angle, I don't think. Boom. Serve here. It's an ace out wide. From Medvedev. A quick service game. That's exactly what you want. 4 hours and 31 minutes in. It is 2-1 here in the final set. On serve, Kate Kearns, what have you got for us?
Well, I've got Jessie from Kampala in Uganda. Been to Kampala in Uganda, and it's lovely. Camped there before I went to see the gorillas. Anyway, it's a lovely afternoon. Glad to have found this match on after the church service. This final is ace. Could not agree more with you, Jessie.
Get it? Ace?
That was a good one.
By the way, Medvedev receiving treatment on his legs in the sit-down here. Back to you.
Harper's listening from a beautiful day in Barcelona where we are cheering on Rafa.
Nice to know.
Nice. And Josh is listening from Geelong. Have an early start at work tomorrow, but how can you, tune out right now?
You can't.
You can't do it, can you? You got to stay here
Exactly.
on AO Radio. Boss will just have to cope. Has been Josh's comment. There, keep up the good work. What an exciting final. Meanwhile, trying to do some work, but not very successfully, I have to.
Court. Okay, we'll come back to you with more messages
Sounds good, Pete.
from our listeners right around the world as this tightens up in the final set. Nadal steps to the line. He's at 1-2 in this final set on AO Radio, live around the world tonight. As we prepare, the serve coming in. Down the tee, misses. How are you going? You hydrated?
I feel good.
You hungry?
Yeah, I just need to stand up for a moment.
Just seen a bag of popcorn being opened in the box next door.
No, I'm not hungry.
Oh, that'd be nice. Second serve. The serve here onto the backhand of Medvedev in the middle of the court. Cross-court forehand from Nadal. Medvedev is there with a high backhand just off the baseline. He gets a shorter ball now and hits a forehand up the line. Cross-court forehand from Nadal, picked up by Medvedev. And goes back that way, does Nadal. Again, digging it out. He's got a scurry across, plays a squash shot forehand. It's going long from Medvedev. Nadal was coming forward, didn't need to play the volley. It's 15-love.
Yeah, that's great pressure from Nadal. I mean, after that forehand, I liked that he was looking to come into the net just to apply that pressure to show that he's being aggressive, he's being offensive.
You've got to wonder where it comes from Nadal.
I think as soon as he won that third set, even when he was behind in that third set, there were a couple games where he started moving a little bit better, and that adrenaline can just kick in when you get some momentum.
The serve here onto the forehand of Medvedev. It's cross-court forehand from Nadal. Big backhand up the line. Medvedev, he's gone too big again.
Yeah.
And just, from set 3 onwards, the unforced error count, I think, just increasing from Medvedev. It's 30-love.
A little bit, but I think that it's partly because Nadal's hitting with a little bit more pace.
Yeah.
I think he increased that from both wings, from the forehand and the backhand side.
Taking his time again as the serve clock. Still plenty of time. 14, 12, 11, 10. The serve onto the forehand of Medvedev. He's ripped that cross-court and he's put that wide. So it's 40-love. Points for 2-all final sets. How good are those effects mics? Darren's effects mics working
so
beautifully
great.
in exquisite stereo. Magnificent. Giving you all the action tonight as the serve coming in from Nadal. Game points, got 3 of them. The serve out wide, backhand from Medvedev goes long. It's long. 2 games all. Around we go.
It's always nice, easy service game in the 5th set to be able to win that at love. Yeah, it's just going to be who can, it's going to come down to obviously just a couple points here and there, who can connect on a return, who can handle those big moments. I mean, both these guys just serving so well under pressure right now.
As the serve comes in, we wait for Medvedev. We wait for the crowd to settle. The serve going too big. The second serve. Go to the backhand of Nadal. It's into the juice court. He'll go to the 8 court this time with the forehand Nadal. Dug out by Medvedev. He's got to play one well wide. His backhand, though, goes long. It goes deep over the baseline. It's love 15.
Yeah, just not a ton on those last couple of shots from Medvedev, and Nadal making him pay.
Love 15. Medvedev steps to the line and serves down the tee, and that backhand from Nadal. Get near the umpire's chair. It's like a tracer bullet. It's 15 all.
Not on purpose, for sure.
No.
Nadal apologizing every time.
Yeah.
Umpires has good reflexes, too. He's been able to get out of the way.
Have to. Serve here out wide. It's an ace from Medvedev. Nice. 21st for the match. Just 2 for Nadal. It's 30-15. So the return's back into play off the serve.
Yeah.
75% Nadal, 87% from Medvedev.
I'm not surprised.
The serve down the tee is big. Just the only surprise is that it's been sustained over 5 sets.
Yeah, it's incredible.
He's only missed a handful. The serve onto the forehand of Nadal cross court. Picked up in the middle of the court by Medvedev. And a big off forehand by Nadal. That has been the shot that has carried him through the match. It's 30 all.
But those were ones that Medvedev was running down in the beginning of the set. But it's not because Medvedev is slowing down. It's because Nadal is hitting bigger.
Serve out wide, picked up by Nadal on the backhand. The off forehand goes long from Medvedev. Break point Nadal. He is 5 of 17 break points won. This will be the most crucial. Medvedev serves. Big forehand Nadal. That's going long.
How big is that serve?
205 Ks, Jill.
Unbelievable. And he doesn't even like pause. He just gets up there and goes right after it. Doesn't even, it's just crazy.
Well, this guy is so cool under pressure.
Yeah.
We know that. He needs it now. The serve out wide. Again, Nadal way out of court. Puts up the middle of the court. Medvedev wasn't the greatest at backhand. He's going to have another one in play across court. Nadal's going to hit a forehand cross court. Medvedev into the nets.
Yeah, you could feel him just get behind when he's running to that backhand. Just feels like he has to go so big on that down the line.
The gas is slowly emptying out of the tank for Daniel Medvedev. Break point number 2. Medvedev waits. The serve from Medvedev out wide. He's missed it long. Second serve. The serve comes in. Onto the backhand of Nadal, the middle of the court, looping ball. Cross-court forehand from Medvedev. Big forehand Nadal. Medvedev just playing it backhand up the line. Slice backhand from Nadal. Medvedev steps in on a forehand up the line. Back up that line. Yes! Nadal's made it again! Is that the decisive break of serve in this final set? Nadal leads 3 games to 2 here on AO Radio. And the crowd has gone bananas.
That was just too good. That was too good from Nadal. I mean, Medvedev did not do anything wrong. He hit a great penetrating shot. Forehand down the line. Okay, maybe it could have been a little bit deeper, but that's being pretty picky because that was just too good from Nadal.
Oh, Kate, help us out here.
Pete, well, Barbara is listening from Toronto in Canada, pulling a final all-nighter. in the hopes that we'll witness first win by Nadal. Well, he's doing everything right, isn't he, in this fifth set? And Gunter is listening from an airport in Vienna, now in Helsinki. This is unbelievable. Two great athletes competing for so long. Couldn't wait to get back to the commentary the minute the plane landed.
Yes.
How the players are physically. How do you think both are holding up?
I think they're holding up extremely well. I mean, obviously Medvedev has had the trainer out a couple times, just getting his thighs and legs rubbed down just a little bit, but I mean, I think both of them tomorrow. Well done, Jim.
Half your luck.
Good planning.
Half your luck as the Mexican wave is making its way around Rod Laver Arena. It's party time, and why not? 14 days of scintillating tennis, and this is the finale we get. It is incredible.
Thank you.
But that's what the Australian Open's all about. Nadal steps to the line with a break of serve. It is 3-2 in the final sets. Crowd settles. No need for a serve clock. There's no point. The serve coming in. Nadal serves, takes the net, goes long. Second serve. Again, plenty of time as he resets. And the serve comes in. Nadal onto the backhand and Medvedev up the middle of the court. Nadal with a forehand to the Medvedev backhand. That's cross court in the ad court. Forehand to backhand, both players. Now Nadal hits a cross backhand. Lines up Medvedev. Good cross court forehand. A sliding ball on the backhand from Nadal. Now he's playing another forehand cross court. Dug out by Medvedev. How can we keep going with these long rallies? Forehand to forehand. Big forehand at the line from Medvedev. Matched by Nadal with cross court. It's a shorter ball from Medvedev. Lines up Nadal. Big forehand winner.
It's huge forehand.
And it's 15-love.
What a fantastic rally from both players, and it just, Medvedev gets on the stretch, has to go for that slice. It just popped up in the center of the court, and then Nadal unleashes. Unbelievable.
Well, taking his game to another level, if that's even possible.
I know.
How is that even possible?
I know, it's crazy.
It's 15-love, 3-2 final sets. AO Radio live around the world as we wait now for this ball to come in. Nadal serves to the point into the net from Medvedev. It's 30-love. As Medvedev goes to the chair, he's going to change rackets, I think. Yep. He switches over. Had one to the side anyway.
Yeah.
He just picked it up and he's walking back out there again. Again, the serve clock not really turned on because Nadal's ready. It's Medvedev that's taking time. Now it switches on. Medvedev slowly walks back. It's 3-2, 30-love. As we wait now for this ball to come in. And the serve goes into the net. Second serve. Crowd a lot more settled. Again, plenty of time as Nadal steadies. Back from the baseline is Medvedev, and he plays a forehand cross court, picked up on the backhand by Nadal. Right in the middle of the court by Medvedev. Cross court forehand by Nadal. Big backhand by Medvedev, and he lands it.
Right on the sideline. Such good accuracy from Medvedev. Has to be that good, though. I mean, Nadal was moving in the right direction, but just too big of a shot there from Medvedev.
So 30-15. As he prepares again, does Nadal. 4 hours and 45 minutes on the Rolex clock. The serve comes in from Nadal. Onto the backhand of Medvedev. It's cross-court. Nadal forehand up the line. Cross-court forehand from Medvedev. Slice backhand up that line by Nadal. Cross-court backhand. Medvedev had to get low. Now he plays a cross forehand into the net. Into the net by Medvedev. And it's 40-15.
And now it's Nadal that's not really making a mistake. I mean, he's just so solid from the baseline.
Yeah, 7 unforced errors to 2 in this set, Jill. Mind you, Medvedev's hit 10 winners to 5. Prepares again. Points for 4-2 in the final sets. As Nadal prepares. And the serve blocked back by Medvedev, sits up. Nadal, short ball, plays to the Medvedev forward. He hammers it up the line for a winner. He was there ready and waiting in the juice court corner, and he gets it done. It's 40-30.
I know. I think at that point, you're just hoping that you're guessing the right way. And Medvedev at that point was waiting for that inside-out forehand. Still had to connect and hit a great shot, but good control down the line, use the pace.
As we wait for Nadal again. And the serve will come in. Serve clock at 4, 3, 2. As we wait, and the serve now going big. It'll be a brave umpire to call a time violation on a serve at this stage of the match. Don't think we've had one for the match. It's been pretty good in that regard.
Yeah, I don't think we have one either.
As we wait now for Nadal to serve. The serve will go onto the backhand of Medvedev. He goes up the line. Nadal's there with the cross-court backhand. Medvedev goes back that way with a forehand. We're in the juice court, folks. Now up the line goes Medvedev. Cross-court forehand, looping ball by Nadal. Back out the middle of the court by Medvedev. Matched by Nadal. Backhand to backhand, both players. Now in the ad court up the line goes Medvedev. Slice backhand Nadal. Medvedev waits and hits a cross-court forehand. Big backhand cross-court by Nadal. Back that way from Medvedev. Slice backhand by Nadal. Medvedev goes up the other line. Cross-court forehand now Nadal. He's got to play another one. He goes wide. In the ad court, he went wide and he throws up his arms. He knows that was an opportunity.
Yeah.
It's juice.
Juice.
Much more solid point there from Medvedev. Over a 5-minute game now. Once again.
Please do not call out during the points. No matter how excited you get, how good the point is, please try to restrain yourself.
I think that's what Nadal was like, because he was looking at the back of the crowd because people were, I mean, it's just so exciting. It's tough to kind of hold back. You can understand why, but these points are just incredible.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is. It just, I don't know, maybe I sort of have an amnesia, but it just seems to be more acute this year, that sort of thing. 4 hours and 47 minutes. We are at juice. Game number 6, set number 5 of the final. There's the serve coming in from Nadal, and he serves to the backhand of Medvedev. It's too deep. Nadal with game points. The resilience that he's shown tonight, extraordinary.
Yeah.
No matter what happens to these players. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's been a great final. It really has. Momentum shifts. It's just been the arm wrestle that you want a major final to be. As we wait now for the serve to come in. And this one out wide, way out of courts. Medvedev, he made a low backhand volley from Nadal. Medvedev, cross-court forehand winner. He's still got the wheels. 4 hours and 48 minutes in, and we're back to juice.
Just seriously, he got to that ball so fast. That was such a good volley from Nadal, but Medvedev so fast up to that ball. And he flicked his wrist so well. He had to get the pace on that forehand. It was the only way he felt like he could get it by Nadal.
So Nadal steps to the line again. Juice for the second time in this game. Serve clock winds to 4, 3, 2, and he'll deliver this ball to the Medvedev backhand. He's miscued that. It goes wide in the juice court.
You can see why he's taking that almost full 25 seconds. Just so important to get that first serve in. I mean, he's got the break. It's so important that he hits his spots on the serve.
So the serve clock at 10. I think John Blom's giving him a little bit more leeway, and fair enough too. There's the serve. Down the tee on the forehand, or sharp return from Medvedev. Now he's going to follow with a back out the middle of the court to the Nadal backhand. Back up the line. He dug that out. Oh, it came off the net from Nadal. Medvedev coming in. Almost a pass from Nadal. Way back in the court. The forehand cross went into the net. We go to juice for the third time.
Oh my God, I thought he had it for a second. I was like, no way is that going over. It was unbelievable. But what an amazing return for Medvedev to start that point off. Good focus, good concentration, because Nadal had to let court in that point, and Medvedev just handled it so well.
The crowd is restless, I can tell you, folks. This is going to be the longest match of the tournament. We're at 4 hours, 50 minutes. We're going to get over 5 hours. Serve clock at 0. The serve going wide, missing by Nadal. As I said, a brave umpire to call it at this stage. Second serve, particularly because it would get the crowd rowdy again.
Yeah.
second serve. As we wait for this ball to come in. Onto the backhand of Medvedev, picked up by Nadal. To the Medvedev backhand, goes cross-court. Full stretch Nadal on the forehand. Medvedev goes up the line for a winner.
Wow.
He lined it up. He got the ball he wanted. Stand by. Break back point now for Daniel Medvedev.
I mean, that is cutting it fine there from Medvedev, but so confident on that backhand down the line, right into the corner.
Nadal inspects the tennis balls. Medvedev tonight, 5 of 18. Break points won. As Nadal prepares. And the serve comes in to the backhand of Medvedev. It's cross-court, it's wide. A Vamos from Rafa. We go back to Juice for the 4th time.
Juice.
Medvedev just getting frustrated on that. He had to look at that return. Just went for such a fine angle.
As we wait for Nadal to prepare. As he winds up now, again running the serve clock down, but he'll serve to the Medvedev backhand. It's up the middle of the court. Rafa with a shanked forehand. That took off.
Yeah.
And went beyond the baseline. Break point number 2 for Medvedev.
Yeah, that can happen sometimes when you accelerate through the ball so fast. You can get those miss hits. He was ahead of himself on that. Just caught a little bit out in front, too far out in front on that forehand. Bottom
of the frame. So now Nadal again just has to swat away the pressure. They know there's a finish line here. I think that might help. 6-all will play a tiebreak if we get there. The serve out wide, block back Medvedev into the net.
Great serve.
A wide lefty. Wide serve coming into play, and we're at Juice for the 5th time in this game.
Same serve, and both times Medvedev just flustered that he couldn't get that ball back in play. He's talking to himself at the back, just annoyed with himself that he didn't get that return back.
This is point number 332 in the match.
Wow.
I've counted all of them. As a serve here from Nadal at Juice. The serve onto the backhand and Medvedev sits up. Nadal goes with an off forehand. Medvedev goes up the line. Cross-court forehand by Nadal. Backhand up the middle of the court again by Medvedev. He's got to go for this. He's in the out-court, plays a cross-court backhand onto the Nadal forehand. That's cross-court up the line from Medvedev. Slice cross-court by Nadal. Sitting there waiting is Medvedev with the forehand. Another slice by Nadal. Medvedev back in that corner to the backhand of Nadal. Is that going long? No, it lands in. Now he's in the out-court, play a cross-court forehand. That's big.
That's long. Yeah.
That one missed.
I think Nadal thought the previous one missed, and Medvedev as well, and I think that's maybe why Nadal just hesitated slightly before moving to that last forehand. 3rd chance now for Medvedev to try and get this break back.
They're taking tennis to new levels.
It's unreal.
Levels we don't see all that often, if at all. As Nadal prepares. 3rd break point for Medvedev as the serve comes in out wide of the backhand of Medvedev. It's long.
Same serve.
But he was closer in that time, Jill. Medvedev. Closer to the baseline.
And he tried to go down the line instead. The previous ones he went cross court. I mean, really good job from Nadal just to keep hammering that particular serve out wide on these break points. It's working.
This is officially the longest match of Australian Open 2022. 4 hours and 54 minutes on the Rolex clock. Previous longest 4 hours 52. I was doing that match as well. There's a serve here into the net. That was my man Aslan Karatsev and Jaume Munar in the opening round. That seems like 3 years ago now. As we wait for Nadal, a second serve. Juice, the serve onto the backhand, and Medvedev sits up. And that's long. It's long. And it's game point for Nadal.
I think this serve's going out wide again.
He's only made 60% of returns, Medvedev. He was at 97% in set number 4.
Wow.
Game point number 5 for Nadal. To hold his break advantage in the final set. The serve comes in from Nadal. On to the forehand. It was a jamming serve from Medvedev. Back that way from Nadal. Medvedev throws up the high ball. The net's Nadal. The overhead. He got there, Medvedev, but can't do anything with it. Nadal is getting closer to something very, very special. It's 4-2 Nadal. Final set on AO Radio.
It's just incredible serving in particular from Nadal in that game.
Nadal leads by 4 games to 2.
I mean, so huge under pressure on those break points. Just got first serves in the entire time, Nadal.
So Nadal just pacing around the back of the court. Medvedev wants to get on with it. Serve clock at 7. The crowd settles. We're heading towards 1 a.m., folks. The serve onto the forehand of Nadal. Sits up. Medvedev plays a forehand up the line. Dug out by Nadal
15.
into the nets. It's
Great
15
depth.
love.
Really good depth from Medvedev on the first point. I mean, Medvedev is fighting so hard and against so much as well. This crowd is so into it, so animated, and he plays a good point. It's just so quiet. But such good fighting.
The serve here down the tail of the backhand of Nadal sits up. Cross-court backhand from Medvedev. Nadal is there playing up the line. Ball dropping in short from Medvedev. Coming forward is Nadal up the line. The slice backhand goes long, and it's 30 love.
Yeah, it's a great smart shot from Medvedev. Nadal so far back, just hit that slice. Really short in the court on purpose just to bring Nadal forward.
As we wait now for Medvedev, the serve eventually will come in. And he's out wide. Cross-court backhand winner. Nope, he's missed it.
Wide,
he missed it. Yep.
40 love.
It's 40 love. And this is important for Medvedev.
Yep.
Just to hold serve comfortably and put the pressure back on Nadal. It's a close call to appear on the screen. It's not really. No zoom required at all for that. Don't put it up there. The serve is an ace. Didn't even go for that one,
Yeah.
Nadal. Conserving energy, I would suspect. It's 4-3. Nadal still up the breakers. Medvedev jogs to his chair, just sending a little message. He's
Yes.
not tired, but he really is. 1:14 that game, Kate.
Very quick, Pete.
It certainly was, Kate.
I just had to turn my mic on.
Okay,
Nearly got
Kate.
caught out, but I didn't. I was ready and waiting. Anita has written in saying, I seriously can't sleep. I have a 6 a.m. shift tomorrow. It's 9 p.m. now in Manila. Really on the edge of my seat. Can't believe Rafa is playing this level in 2022. This is crazy. Such a mega inspiration for everyone.
Sure is, I tell you. Now, the win predictors come up again. You'll love this, Kate. 77% for
Will I
Nadal,
just?
23% for Medvedev. That's completely swung around. Finally, Nadal's getting some love on the win predictor. Kate, back to you.
Mark's listening. He's an Aussie living in snowy Wisconsin and said, I really want to be at Rod Laver Arena right this moment. Thanks for your fantastic commentary.
Kate, tell us something else. 4 hours and 58 minutes on the clock. You would already have run a marathon in this time and still had time over.
Indeed, indeed. This is just insane what these two wonderful athletes
Actually, you'd be
providing
able to,
tonight. It's
you'd be
just
able to run
incredible.
2 marathons in this time, wouldn't you?
Oh, not
3
quite.
probably.
The way we're going.
Sarah and her husband are on a 9-hour road trip from France. Sorry, across France. Loving the coverage. It's gotten us halfway there. Just need to contain my husband's excitement whilst he's driving. Things are getting a little hairy in France.
Now, not looking too far ahead because we're at the moment playing 1 point at a time, but I don't think we've had a final set tie-break to decide a men's singles final here at the Australian Open. Would I be right? I don't know.
I think you're right.
We might need to check that out too. As we settle back in, Nadal still with the break advantage. 4-3 final set here on AO Radio. As the serve comes into the backhand of Medvedev, goes to the forehand of Nadal. Cross-court forehand from Medvedev. Nadal backing up the line, dug out by Medvedev, cross-court. Big forehand, plenty of angle. Way out of court is Medvedev. He's running to the juice court. He slaps a forehand. Put away the forehand volley from Nadal. He came forward, smart move. And it's 15 love.
Yeah, very smart. And he's so good at the net because he comes in behind a very strong approach shot, moves toward that volley, makes sure he catches it above the net, makes it much easier volley. Good movement from Nadal.
As we wait, the Rolex clock stands at 5 hours precisely. Just wanted to get the Rolex clock in. As a serve for Nadal at 15 love into the net. Second serve. Okay. Second serve onto the forehand here in Medvedev. Oh, no, it's too much for Nadal. That off forehand goes wide. It's 15 all. Just interesting here, watching Medvedev just running from side to side. He's still got plenty in the tank.
Yeah, I think I think they both do. I like that response there from Medvedev as well. Huge return, flattened that one out a little bit more, skidded through the court. That's why Nadal mishit that forehand. Just came a little bit faster than he expected.
Well, he's back beyond the Melbourne sign. That's his habitat, Medvedev, to receive serve. Nadal, 15 all, 4-3. Serve coming in out wide. Big forehand from Medvedev. Drop shot from Nadal coming forward. Medvedev, can he get there? No. Not on the second bounce. Not up the call from the umpire. And it's 30-15.
That was a great touch from Nadal.
30-15.
Had just enough backspin on it. We're off the bounce. It held up a little bit. That's what made it effective.
We're just seeing a replay of it. Indeed, the right call. He almost got there, though.
Yeah, he did.
So, 30-15. Just feel that he needs to continue to have this cushion, Nadal. Might be another twist in the tail. The serve for Nadal out wide to the backhand of Medvedev. Nadal off forehand. Medvedev digs it out the net. The low forehand volley just gets over Nadal. Up the line. No, but cross court for Medvedev. Winner. Great control again. Where does he find the energy? It's 30 all.
Such good hands, too. I mean, sprint on the full sprint to be able to just have that touch, because he didn't hit a ton of pace on the cross court. Just beautiful job using that left hand nicely, be able to pull it cross court more.
Well, Nadal was covering off the line. Well, the way that he was running towards that ball would be hard to get the cross court, but he made it look easy. 30 all, 4-3 Nadal, final set of the men's final. The serve for Nadal takes the net, and we'll do it all over again. Well, I'm sure Rafa is really looking forward to that. Throw in another serve. 177 points won by Medvedev tonight. 166 by Nadal. And it's Nadal with the advantage in this final set. So many numbers to pour over. Another first serve from Nadal. On the backhand, and Medvedev sits up. Drop shot from Nadal coming forward again is Medvedev. Plays up the line. Nadal goes cross court. Backhand volley supplied by Medvedev. No, he's missed it. Oh, I thought he had it. He put it into the open court, but he couldn't stick the landing. It's 40-30. As we have a look at how much this missed by, not by much. Still a single zoomer. Nadal made him play, and you can see Nadal bringing him forward as well now, a bit more.
Yes, because Nadal has that heavy forehand and can dip it so much to the feet. It's just such a difficult volley. .40-30. Game point for 5-3. The serve onto the forehand. No, it's missed there as Nadal tries to catch the return from Medvedev. Medvedev, of course, well back. He's in line with the Melbourne sign at the back of Rod Laver Arena. The second serve will go to the backhand of Medvedev. Cross court forehand from Nadal is angled, picked up by Medvedev. It goes wide. One game away. It's 5-3 Nadal. Final set. Extraordinary. Unbelievable.
What we have seen tonight.
5 games to 3.
But Daniel Medvedev's going to have something to say about the matter. He steps to the line and prepares to serve. He's serving to stay in this championship match. Medvedev prepares and will serve to the forehand of Nadal. It's up the middle of the court. Cross-court backhand from Medvedev. Up the line, Nadal's heavy. Cross-court forehand dug out by Medvedev. Slice cross-court by Nadal. Big forehand at the line by Medvedev. Cross-court forehand from Nadal. Big backhand from Medvedev up the line. Nadal, he's made
had the edge in that point the entire time, and Nadal just flicked the wrist down the line, right on the baseline. Everyone's surprised it was in.
Serve down the tee is long. Iga Swiatek is in the crowd tonight, and the look on her face says it all. A massive Rafa fan, of course. Second serve onto the forehand of Nadal. It goes cross-court. Up the line goes Medvedev. Dug out Nadal. No. The slice backhand cross into the net.
15-all.
It is 15-all. I think the tension's just gone up just a little bit, Jill.
Just a tad, yes. Can feel it. Makes it that much more exciting, I think.
Medvedev steps to the line again. We wait for the serve. The serve down the tee misses, and that is well wide down the tee. Second serve. Prepares. Onto the forehand of Nadal at the middle of the court. Medvedev is there, and off backhand, slice backhand short from Nadal. Back that way, Medvedev trying to go over the top as Nadal. Easy forehand volley. Winner by Medvedev. Nice. It's 30-15.
Being diligent about going to the backhand side in that point. Medvedev made it a little bit easier closing on that volley. Good depth.
The serve comes in. Medvedev takes the net. Falls back on his side. 3-5 final set. AO Radio tonight. The second serve. It's a double fault. Double fault number 5, and it is 30-all.
30-all.
Yeah, just the toss got away from him, just ended up pushing. That serve had to chase after it and push it long, Medvedev.
Remembering he saved a match point against Felix Auger-Aliassime in the quarterfinal. Medvedev serves to the backhand of Nadal at the middle of the court. Cross-court backhand, Medvedev, Nadal is there. Medvedev goes up the middle of the court again. He's going to wheel onto a backhand, off backhand, slice up the line by Nadal. It's going to go wide.
God, he wants that backhand so badly. It's moving way into the forehand side on that point to get that backhand.
It's 40-30. As Medvedev prepares, the serve comes in. And oh no, I thought it was an ace for half a second.
Yeah, Nadal was going the other way too, covering down the tee.
Second serve onto the forehand of Nadal. It goes cross court. Drop shot from Medvedev is good. Nadal didn't go for it. And so, 5 hours and 8 minutes on the clock. Rafael Nadal will be serving for the championship next at 5-4 on AO Radio. Well, Kate, we better get to you. Let's squeeze in some messages as more treatment, more rubbing of the thighs there from Medvedev.
Oh, very quickly, Pete. Lisa, super excited in Bendigo. Went to sleep in the 4th set, kept dreaming about the tennis, woke up and checked the score and couldn't believe it. Now she's staying right through to the very end. I should think so.
Oh, you don't believe it now.
Where on earth do they find the resolve to keep fighting? This is how Grand Slam finals should be. Thanks for your super commentary.
Correct. Very correct.
And Debbie is an Aussie living in the Midwest in the US. Can't move from the radio. Can picture every play. Thanks for the great commentary. And Aswin, so exciting. My son and I are listening in Bangkok while my daughter is watching in Seoul, Korea. Love your commentary, Aswin and James and Joanna.
Keep going, Kate. You're on a roll.
Trevor is a man of few words. He just said, great AO, go Medvedev. And Andrew Jeffries, I'm listening from Cincinnati in Ohio. After last year's Roland Garros and the injury, I lost hope for Rafa winning a 21st Grand Slam. Now, Nadal has shown the world that he will never be put down, never give up.
No.
Vamos, Rafa. The world
Vamos,
is behind
Rafa.
him.
Well,
It is amazing.
well, okay, thank you, Kate. If this does conclude here, we'll come back to you a little bit later on. Rod Laver has stuck around. He stayed the course. 5 hours and 10 minutes of pulsating tennis. And Nadal, have a listen to this roar. A roar that is going around the world right now. Rafael Nadal is serving for the 2022 Australian Open men's singles title at 5-4 in the final sets. The crowd restless again. The serve clock winds down. Nadal will get into the motion. And the serve to the backhand of Medvedev. It's going to go long. It's 15-love.
I felt like a huge point to get that first point
Massive.
for Nadal.
It is massive. Considering how many service games he was down in tonight. Plenty, more than usual. And he's found a way through. 3 points from the title. As Nadal prepares and will serve to the backhand of Medvedev. Nadal goes with an off forehand deep, picked up by Medvedev. Forehand volley, Nadal open court winner. He is 2 points from the championship at 30-love.
What a huge forehand from Nadal. It's so deep to set up that volley. Love that he's still looking to come forward, take that ball out of the air.
Extraordinary. We've said it plenty of times tonight. Nadal prepares, crowd settles, serve clock winds to 10. There's Nadal. Will wheel onto this serve. Medvedev way back in the court as usual. He's going to play it back out in the middle of the court. Nadal goes with an off forehand. Medvedev's there, big forehand up the line. Cross-court forehand from Nadal's deep. Too deep, in fact, and it's 30-15.
It's a good forehand from Medvedev.
30-15.
He's continuously talking to himself, just trying to pump himself up, Medvedev.
5 hours and 12 on the Rolex clock. The actual time in Melbourne is coming up to 1 a.m. Players walked out on court at 7:40 p.m. Yep. It's madness all round. But good madness. It's 30-15. Nadal prepares and will serve too big. That
serve.
Missed by a metre or two.
Yeah.
No close call on that one. The second serve. What a match this has been. Hope you've enjoyed it all around the world on AO Radio. The second serve. It's a double fault.
Wow.
Double fault number 5 for Nadal. It is 30-all.
He's trying to go into the body. Went a little bit too big on that, Nadal.
The hardest game to serve is when you're serving for a match. It goes up about 100 notches when you're serving for a championship. Even the great Rafael Nadal. It's 5-4, 30-all. Final set. Nadal prepares. And this takes the net and falls wide.
Should go for a huge one out wide.
Second serve. Again, taking plenty of time. The second serve coming in now. And this one will go to the backhand of Medvedev up the middle of the court. Cross-court forehand from Nadal. Big backhand from Medvedev cross-court. He lines up the up-the-line one. Blocked back by Nadal short. Cross-court forehand again. Medvedev again full stretch. Nadal, does this get over? Just. Medvedev puts it away in the open court. And now he has a break-back point at 30-40.
So good from Medvedev. I mean, that forehand cross-court right on the line, on the sideline, just unbelievable composure to be able to just go after that 30-all point.
Well, I used the expression before, he would pay cash money for a big first serve here. Well, I think he's just upped the price. Serve clock winding down, so Nadal needs to get a wriggle on.
Time elation, warning.
Because that's going to happen. Wow. So he needs to be careful from here because he'll lose a serve should he continue to wind the clock down too much. The serve, Nadal out wide, the backhand of Medvedev. Off forehand from Nadal. Medvedev is there, cross-court forehand. Into the net goes Nadal with the backhand.
Goodness.
Another twist in this epic story. It is 5 games all in the final sets.
Wow. What an effort from Medvedev. I mean, Nadal up 30-love in that game and just going after it, just not backing down. I mean, that is unbelievable playing under pressure.
Wow, the resolve.
Please, thank you.
All right, so let's see what Medvedev can bring to the table now that he's leveled the scores at 5 apiece. The serve. to the backhand. He's serving volley, playing the forehand volley. Nadal's there up the line. Medvedev can't handle it. It's love 15.
Out of nowhere, serving volley on the first point. I think Medvedev was trying to catch Nadal by surprise. Didn't do enough with that volley. Just hit it down the center of the court. Just gave Nadal that much time to get there for the pass.
The serve from Medvedev down the tee, blocked back by Nadal, sits up. Medvedev goes forehand up the line of the 8 court. Cross-court forehand, Nadal just gets over. Back that way from Medvedev, takes the net, falls in. He's going backhand up the middle of the court. Slice backhand defensive from Nadal, drifts off forehand from Medvedev. Slice forehand from Nadal, cross-court. Slice up the line from Medvedev. Nadal is there playing cross-court backhand. Medvedev wants the line, he goes there. Block back Nadal into the net. And it's 15-all.
Medvedev continuously going to the open court, just keeping Nadal on the run throughout that point. These balls are not going that high over the net on those slices, just skimming over the net.
Yes, that's been an intriguing battle. 5-all, 15-all, final set. Ace down the tee by Medvedev at 203 kilometres an hour. It's 30-15. Well, the finish line is in sight.
Is it? I don't know.
It is. Well, we get to 6-all. We're playing a tie-break. The serve down the tee, blocked back by Nadal. Just gets over. Medvedev, the drop shot. He's coming forward, Nadal. He plays it cross-court for a winner. It's 30-all.
What disguise from Nadal. Looked like he was going to slice at the last second, just flicked it flat cross court.
The touch, the precision. The serve coming in from Medvedev down the tee, misses. He missed it just wide. Second serve, 5-all, 30-all. The serve onto the backhand and Nadal's cross court. Medvedev goes up the line with the forehand. He's missed it. It's gone wide. Nadal has a break. Points at 30-40.
30-40.
God, sometimes you feel that down the line is so open, but then it's not, because you see Nadal just sprinting in that direction. You go for more.
(30-40). Medvedev prepares, serves down the tee, block back Nadal, floating ball, middle of the court. Cross-court forehand, Medvedev, Nadal is there, back up the line wide. It's gone wide, and now we are at deuce.
I mean, he's just looking over and not even believing that he didn't make that backhand. Just mishit that. Almost it was too fast to it, ran into it and got it into his body.
Is there anything mentally here for these players knowing that if we get to 6-all, we play a tie-break? The serve here onto the forehand of Nadal. Picked up. Medvedev goes in off forehand. Cross forehand from Nadal. Back out the line from Medvedev. Slice backhand up that line from Nadal. Cross-court backhand from Medvedev. He's made it. Picked up by Nadal. He's got another forehand. He plays up the line this time. Full stretch Medvedev. It's going to go long. The forehand went long. Break point number 2 for Nadal. So, knowing that we go 5-all, we go to 6-all, we've got a finish line as opposed to an advantage set.
Well, I think they're used to that, though, from like the U.S. Open's always had the tiebreak for a really long time.
Put their foot to the pedal here.
Yeah.
The serve to the forehand of Nadal. It's mishits. It's heading again towards the umpire's chair. I told you, it's like a tracer bullet. And we're at deuce for the second time.
You mean because it's different here?
Yes.
Yeah.
But just, you know, the whole idea of, okay, it's not an advantage set
I don't know
anymore.
if they're thinking about that yet. I mean, I don't think their head's in that direction yet.
The serve from Medvedev onto the forehand of Nadal. Sits up. Big off forehand from Medvedev. Cross-court forehand from Nadal. Back up the line from Medvedev on the backhand. He's got a sliding ball from Nadal, who now hits a conventional topspin backhand up the line. He's out. That's missed by Medvedev. The cross-court backhand. Oh, is the damn wall going to break? 4 minutes this game. They've all been long games, let's be honest.
They have.
Break point number 3 in this game for Nadal. Remember, they played 5 sets in the US Open final in 2019. There's a serve from Medvedev. Blocked back by Nadal. Sits up. Medvedev goes with a forehand. He's missed it! And again, Rafael Nadal will be serving for the men's singles title at the Australian Open at 6-5 in the final set. And he'll be doing it with new tennis balls. Kate Kearns, I don't think anyone saw this coming tonight.
Oh, not me, that's for sure. I think Ian in Ireland may have seen it coming because he wants to know right now what the win predictor, our win predictor is for Rafa.
Well, I tell you, if we do get to a tie break,
I think he might serve it out here. Is my guess.
Be 50-50 if we get to the tie break.
I feel like it's been 50-50 the whole time, in my opinion.
I know. A couple more, Kate?
Yeah, sure. Lee is listening to us from the UK. Said, my favourite commentary, spent so many nights staying up listening to AO in the dark, and now I find myself in the middle of the day. Thank you all. AO Radio is pure class.
The way we're going to be talking, we're going to be leaving you in the middle of the day.
Dee and Kev are listening in Ireland. They're on the edge of their seats and really just loving this match. They don't want it to end.
All right, well...
And Melissa says, oh, my God, my heart is pumping. Vamos, Rafa.
Oh, loving this, Kate. We will do the same thing again. We will get to you at the conclusion of this match. Have a listen again, folks, as Rafa makes his way out onto court. The drama of sport on full display across 5 hours and 22 minutes.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yet again, Rafael Nadal will be serving for the men's singles title. At 6-5 in the final set, he'll do it with new tennis balls. The serve from Nadal to the backhand of Medvedev. Cross-court backhand from Nadal. Medvedev goes up the line. Cross forehand from Nadal. Stepping in up the line, the backhand from Medvedev. He's going for it. Now goes cross on the forehand. He's still digging it out, Nadal. Now he's in the eight-court playing cross forehand. Up the line goes Medvedev. Cross-court backhand deep from Nadal. Medvedev into the nets. The forehand went into the nets. And again, 3 points from the title.
15.
It's 15-love. As Nadal again prepares. He's not going to risk a serve clock violation here. It winds down to 7. As we wait for this serve. Stepping in a bit is Medvedev. He's going to play it backhand. And it's too big. It's gone long. It's 30-love.
Smart to go out wide. That serve's been working so well for Nadal on that ad side.
Well, he wants another first serve here. Nadal prepares. And the shushes from everywhere. The serve out wide. An ace! It's just caught the edge of the line. It doesn't matter. One of the most important aces of his career. 3 championship points for Rafael Nadal. 5 hours and 24 minutes on court. Nadal prepares. Championship points. And he'll serve to the backhand and Medvedev sits up. Off forehand Nadal. Medvedev goes cross-court. Backhand volley is good! Rafael Nadal has achieved the almost impossible. He has rewritten the history books and cemented his place as an immortal of this sport. Major number 21. Australian Open number 2. He has his arms aloft in the middle of Rod Laver Arena, and now he gets to his knees. Over 5 pulsating sets. He has taken this sport to a new level. He shakes hands with Craig Tiley and gives him a hug. Wayne McEwen, the referee. One of the greatest finals we have seen on this court. Nadal climbs up, embraces his team. They salute him. This crowd salutes a champion, a warrior. 6 months ago, Nadal thought he may not even play this sport anymore. Now he's the Australian Open champion for 2022. He taps his heart. He waves to this crowd. They salute their champion. Grand Slam number 21 is one of the sweetest for Rafael Nadal. And the emotions now are starting to flow. The tears are flowing from Nadal as he heads back to his chair. Daniel Medvedev is just sitting down in his chair. He played a heck of a match tonight. He's played a heck of a tournament. He will be back here again plenty more times. You can be sure of that. But what entertainment we have seen. Rafael Nadal getting it done. And he's rewritten history because no player in the Open era has come back from 2 sets to love down to win the Australian Open men's singles title. 2-6, 6-7, 6-4, 6-4, 7-5. 5 hours and 24 minutes on court. It is just simply unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. Absolutely incredible match. Unbelievable fight back. I mean, that is just one of the toughest things to do, being down 2 sets to love and being able to pull that through. Just absolute incredible fight and heart from Nadal. And heartbreaking for Medvedev. I mean, what an amazing effort that he put in. And
he's just leaving the court temporarily just to, I think, change outfits. He'll be back to collect the cup, folks. Don't worry about that. He's still
emotional. His tears are still flowing as he's leaving the court.
He's now won every major at least twice. One of only 4 players to achieve that feat. Taking tennis to new heights as Medvedev's going to get a big round of applause here, and deservedly so. He sits forlornly in his chair. He'll be disappointed, but he played a hell of a match and a hell of a tournament.
Did. Yeah, I know. It's heartbreaking to see him sitting there knowing that Nadal has gone off the court and he's just sitting there by himself. And actually, the spotlight is on him. It's just, obviously, that was a tough one to lose. But, I mean, he played so well, and he was in such a good position. You felt like he just had the momentum there, and the way Nadal fought back, I mean, yeah, that's just a tough match to lose for Medvedev.
It is just extraordinary what these big three have managed to do, pushing this sport forward. And he continues. Crazy. They continue on to Roland Garros next. I mean, you know, he could knock it off there and be 2 in front of the others. It's just been a privilege to be here tonight, but a privilege to watch their careers grow. We've been right on the ground floor. It is just extraordinary. I think Craig Tiley and Wayne McEwen over with Daniel Medvedev. Just some nice words.
Yeah.
A pat on the back as well. And I think he'll smile a little bit, Daniel. Anyway, Kate, we might get some emails from you while the presentation area is being set up.
Yeah, we've got some nice emails coming through, actually. Wick from New York City. Life forges a path at the moment when one is his or her truest self. Such a privilege to witness the rarest of athletes, Nadal, win or lose. He touches beauty through this amazing sport. That's nicely said, Wick.
Very
Dorothy,
nicely.
Oh my God, this was brilliant. Thank you so much for allowing us to follow this match from all over the world. I am so happy for Nadal. And Melissa in Italy says, oh my God, just goosebumps. Thanks so much, guys. Vamos, Rafa. He's the man. Yep, what a warrior. What a beast. How wonderful.
Absolutely. Well, the superlatives will keep coming, and the reflections on this match, the analysis will be enormous. So much data to pour over how this match was won by Rafa Nadal from 2 sets to love down. The first time in the Open era the men's singles champion has come from 2 sets to love down to win.
Yeah, I think you made a great point too, Peter, about just reinforcing the fact that, I mean, you know, he struggled last year, Nadal, not
Said
he did.
himself, there was a chance that he may not have been able to get back.
Right.
You know, and
Yeah.
now he's here and he's won the Australian Open. It is just incredible, Jill.
Yeah, I just looking at slow motion camera of just hugging his camp again, and they're back. Nadal has returned back on the court, and they're getting ready for the ceremony, but yeah, you can just see the emotion overwhelming him. I think there was a moment there that he almost couldn't believe it for a second, being the way that he had to fight back 2 sets to love, but just all heart out there from Nadal.
Oh, wow. That's all we can say. Wow. Are you saying wow, Kate? Yes, you're saying wow.
I am saying wow. I'm watching that vision as well, and I'm thinking that, you know, it's the look of a man that probably didn't think that this was possible.
No, that's exactly right. Like, he's made the impossible, the almost impossible possible tonight. Oh, then we're going to be talking about this. We're going to be talking about this tournament for a long time to come, I think. Obviously, Ash Barty last night as they walk out. Nadal waves to the crowd, and we'll get this presentation underway, but just extraordinary. And you consider the times that we're in as well. It's been a hell of an effort to put this tournament on, and the final chapter to be written. Todd Woodbridge is our master of ceremonies.
Welcome. What an incredible final. Absolutely remarkable. Would you please put your hands together for these two amazing athletes? Before we present the trophies, though, we need to congratulate a few people for staging this amazing event over the past 2 weeks. It takes enormous work. A big thank you to everybody at Tennis Australia, the support staff, our sponsors, but most importantly, the players, because what they delivered was extraordinary. Joining us here tonight for the presentation is the Chair of Tennis Australia, Jane Herdlicker, the Tournament Director, Craig Tiley, Tournament Referee, Wayne McEwen, and Chair Umpire, John Blom. Also with us is the Chief Operating Officer for Kia, Mr. Damien Meredith. There's one more with us also. He is a champion. He's a 4-time Grand Slam winner and 2 times here at the Australian Open, Jim Courier. I'd like now to invite Jane up to say a few words.
Well, what a night, what an unbelievable match. 5 hours of the most extraordinary tennis. It was anybody's match tonight. And Rafa, you come away with the trophy. Congratulations. Rafa, you gave us all a masterclass tonight in tenacity and grit, and it was impressive. 2 sets down and winning your 21st Grand Slam and making history tonight. It's hard to believe that a few months ago you weren't sure you would even be here for the tournament, let alone be here on this court tonight. And you've shown us all the importance of hard work, never giving up on your dreams, and fighting to the absolute finish. You are a phenomenal role model. Every single person in the stands tonight was thinking through the history that you've brought to the game, the extraordinary number of achievements, and wondering whether or not you'd pull off your 21st Grand Slam title, and you did it. And Daniel, you've had the most extraordinary tournament. You have found yourself in tough spots on your way here. You've demonstrated you are never finished, and you were never finished tonight until that very last point. Congratulations on a great tournament.
Nadal just made a quick sprint to his chair. What's he going for? Oh, getting some water. He's back now. Everything's okay.
You were clearly determined to beat history in the making for the second time in a row, and that didn't happen tonight. But there's no doubt that we're going to see you back here and that you're on your way to making your own records in the tennis history books. Congratulations. Tonight's not only history-making night. Obviously, last night we had a history-making night on Rod Laver Arena, and it's been 100 years of tennis in Australia. The Australian Championships are 100 years old. One of our greatest champions of all time is here tonight. Rod Laver, thank you very much for joining us. The legends of our sport laid the foundation that our players tonight are stepping on, and it's so great to have you here, and it's so great to have so many legends here throughout the last 2 weeks. So thank you very much, and thank you to our sponsors. Without you, we wouldn't be here. Kia, our relationship goes from strength to strength, from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you very much. For the team here, we have 10,000 strong members of our Tennis Australia team and the broader Melbourne Olympic Park team. Every single one of you has a critical role. Every single one of you comes here every day to deliver one of the world's best sporting experiences, and you've done no less of that today. Thank you very much. And the fans, the roof of this stadium would have blown off if it had been closed tonight. You were unbelievable. Well done. Melbourne needs a sleep in tomorrow, and for those of you watching around the world, this was a spectacular day of tennis, and we are so thrilled to finish the Australian Open in the way that we have, and to encourage everybody to come to Melbourne Park next year and join in on one of the world's best sporting experiences. We'll see you in 2023.
Nadal has spent a little time on his haunches too while his presentation is going on.
Our umpire from today's match, John Blom, to come up with and to receive a special gift. Jane, if you could present that. Congratulations, John. That was a tough gig and you did brilliantly.
Yeah, it's a great job. The Australian receives the plates. Kept the crowd under control. It was raucous all the way through.
Well done, John.
He did a great job. Well deserved getting the final.
I'd like now to invite Damien Meredith from Kia up to say a few words.
Thanks very much, Todd. It's late and I'll be very, very quick. I want to thank the players. They were fantastic tonight. What a great match. To Tennis Australia, under a lot of difficulty, they put on a fantastic tournament. This is our 21st year as the major sponsor of the Australian Open. Thank you.
They have found a chair for Nadal at the back of the court. He's sitting down listening to the speeches.
How many Grand Slam Rafa has won. So there's some nice synergy there. And finally, Melbourne, you've done it tough, but you've come out and you've done a magnificent job. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Short and sweet. That's how we like it. Well done, Damien.
Thank you, Damien, and thank you, Kia, for all of the support. Well, it was an epic match, and unfortunately, there has to be a runner-up. He has entertained us with his unique style of tennis throughout this tournament. It's a pleasure, because I thought he put up a magnificent effort. Would you please welcome our finalist, Daniil Medvedev.
Medvedev walks up. Jim Courier will present him with the runners-up plates. And Medvedev has a smile on his face, a bit of a laugh as well as he steps to the microphone. Which is a little low for him.
Yeah, tough to talk after 5 hours 30 and losing, but I want to congratulate Rafa because what he did today, I was amazed. Like especially, I mean, during the match, I tried just to play tennis, but after the match, I just asked him like, are you tired? Because it was insane. I mean, I think the level was very high. You raised your level after 2 sets for the 21st Grand Slam. I mean, I thought he was going to get tired, and maybe he did just a little, but still won the match. So you're an amazing champion. I think you guys have a good rivalry still. It's not over yet, but congrats, and was unbelievable. And congrats to your team, of course. Then I want to thank two guys in my box. They were here all week. Oli, Gilles, thanks for sharing this tough moment with me. But you know, we tried our best, and hopefully we can have more victories to come. Usually there's my wife in the box, but I think yeah, probably the TV is broken right now. But yeah, she's my biggest support. So I want to thank her also, and of course my team. My team, Jan, Eric, Carl, Paul, everybody. I think I will forget every time someone, but thanks a lot, guys, for being with me. My parents, my sisters, I love you all. I mean, if you're still watching, just want to thank you for your support, and I'm going to try to be better next time. I want to thank Tennis Australia, and especially Craig. I think, you know, tennis, the tournament director is a tough job, and I think this year was, I don't know, you will tell me if it was the toughest in your career, but I think you're an amazing tournament director, and I hope you stay for at least 15 years that I'm here, or maybe 10 years, and then, well, then I will go. Last but not least, just wanted to thank my team again. Thank you, guys.
And off he walks. Mic drop moment, done. Speaks very well.
Great work, Danil. Well, just to think that a few months ago he had surgery and was unsure whether he would even be back out playing tennis, let alone be here on Rod Laver Arena competing in a major final. His resilience is extraordinary. And today, he achieves something quite unique, a 21st Grand Slam singles title. Our champion for the 2022 Australian Open men's singles, Rafael Nadal.
So he walks up, collects the trophy from Jim Courier. A few words and he'll lift it. He holds it aloft. The Sir Norman Brooks trophy for the second time in his career. And now he steps to the microphone. And this will be one to listen to. This could get emotional.
Well, good evening, everyone. Well, good evening, no, good morning, at least. Well, first of all, I know it's a tough moment. Daniil, you are an amazing champion. I have been in this position a couple of times in this tournament, having chances to have the trophy with me. But I don't have any doubt that you have this trophy a couple of times in your career because you are amazing. So I want to congratulate you and all your team and family for everything. Yeah, have been one of the most emotional matches on my tennis career, and share the court with you is just an honor. So all the best in the future. Well, I even don't know what to say, guys. For me, it's just amazing. No, being honest, 1 month and a half ago, I didn't know if I will be able to be back on the tour playing tennis again. And today I am here in front of all of you having this trophy with me. And you really don't know how much I fight to be here. I can't thank enough all the support that I received since I arrived here. You are just amazing. Thank you so much for the love and for the support. Yeah, without a doubt have been probably one of the most emotional ones in my tennis career, and having the huge support that I received during that 3 weeks is just gonna stay in my heart for the rest of my life. So many thanks. Well, I honestly can't thank enough all the guys that are there, you know, all the team, all the family, part of the family that are not here, part of the team that are not here. Just you know how hard have been the last year and a half, and in the low moments you have been there in every single moment to support, and without you guys nothing of this will be possible. So thank you very much for everything. Well, I don't want to forget anyone, all the volunteers, everybody who make possible this amazing event, all the sponsors, Kia, that is my personal sponsor since I started playing tennis. Thank you very much for supporting tennis. And for supporting myself in the low and in the good moments. Thanks so much to Tennis Australia. No, have been very tough times to organize tennis tournaments, no, but last 2 years especially, you have been doing an amazing job. Craig, I know how tough it was for you and for all your team, but you are great. You always have been supporting the players and the tennis in general, so I wish you all the very best and can thank you enough for all the support that we have from you. Well, 1 month and a half probably I will say that maybe there is a chance that that's going to be my last Australian Open, but now that's plenty of energy to keep going. So thank you very much. I really can't explain the feelings that I have right now, but I'm going to keep trying my best to keep coming next year. Thank you very, very much, and see you soon.
Well, if it is to be his last, it's a spectacular finale.
Once more, Rafa, on a job well done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, obviously that concludes our Australian Open this year. And we hand over now to Roland Garros, which gets underway on May 22nd to June 5th. It's been an amazing weekend, a historic weekend of tennis. Thank you for joining us.
Yep, absolutely.
There'll be
Thank
some
you,
photos
Todd.
taken. And
the
if Rafa
photos
has
will be
the energy,
taken, and, well, hopefully he's got enough energy to go through and have those photos taken, Jill, because
he wanted to sit down for a little bit.
You see, they brought out a chair for him just to sit, which is entirely fair enough. But, yep, the baton gets past to Roland Garros, and he'd have to be favourite at this stage for that tournament as well if his body holds up.
Yeah, that's what it is about being healthy. And I mean, he looked so strong at the end. And like I said, I think he just kept getting better and better from the day he arrived here in Melbourne. And that's what you want. That's what you want to peak at the right moment. And he did. I mean, just played phenomenal tennis and really, really did an amazing job of adjusting and lifting his level to come back from 2 sets to love down. And that's phenomenal.
The photos get taken. They'll be beamed all around the world across the coming days. Rafael Nadal is the champion. Ashley Barty, the women's singles champion. We've had so much great tennis. It's hard to sort of encapsulate it as we get towards the end of our broadcast. But really, a word on Daniel Medvedev, because it was an extraordinary performance. He saved a match point in the quarterfinal to win through. He was put through the ringer. He was 2 sets up, but I mean, he'll be disappointed, but there's plenty to like about what he brought to the table.
No, absolutely. I mean, and that's, you know, obviously a huge compliment from Nadal as well, just saying that he was an unbelievable match and brought out the emotion in him and how it ended up being one of his most emotional matches and how much respect he has, and just an honor to share the court. I mean, it was a phenomenal match to watch. I mean, I think overall we were consistently just kept saying, wow, wow, like almost every other point. So it just was